Hello. Good evening, good morning. I don't know what time you're listening to this, but hello. I am Dave Morgan. This is the Team Wing It podcast, and we're up episode 7. And it's been one of those days. So first of all, I would like to say hello to my international listeners, and I actually have some. It's ridiculous. I didn't think anyone would, but now, I checked the statistics. 25% of my listeners are from America, which is crazy for me. Like, there's Oregon, California, Michigan. Yeah, there's a few different places. And Ireland is 5% of my listeners. So thank you all for listening, wherever you are in the world. 75% are from Melbourne, which hopefully it's my friends supporting this somewhat silly endeavour. But you know what? I still have fun, and thanks for supporting it.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, hey, got the fuck. And then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, we'll have it all over again.
So recently, Leanne and I got dressed up and went out. It's one of her best friend's daughter's 21st. And I'd never actually met Leanne's best friend. I've heard a lot about her and the husband and the family and everything. But Leanne's like, this is a perfect opportunity for you to meet. So, ta-da. It was a fun night. They didn't play music I would have really liked, but you know what? It wasn't my 21st. I'm not a 21-year-old girl, so you know what? You get what you get at these things. But it was fun. I got to meet a whole bunch of different people. And I'm sure I'm not going to remember most of their names, but I do remember Kelly. I met the Kelly, which is not my sister Kelly, but yes, Leanne's best friend, and her hubby Graham, and yeah. So yeah, it was actually fun to get dressed up and go out. I put the photos up on Facebook. I'm sure people would have seen that and gone, when the fuck does that happen, Dave? Not very often is the answer. It's a case of, yeah, I very, very rarely, but it was a bit of fun. Leanne got dressed up. She looked great. I got dressed up and I looked mediocre. It's like putting mag wheels on a rubbish bin, really. Now, I know Leanne's going to say something about that one, but it was meant to be funny, so please, that's how you should take it.
But, you know, one person in particular was an asshole. But some of you are an asshole. And then that's when, you know, like Joey Mercury elbows me, and I'm like, And he, like, wigs out. He's like, yes, you're an asshole. And I was just like, well, fuck you.
Another thing that happened that Leanne and I went and did. See, this seems to be the story of Leanne and Dave, this episode. There's a lot of it. Don't get me wrong, Josh was involved too, just not on these ones. So Leanne met Viv. And anyone that knows me, Viv is a nurse at my work. She was a nurse at the last place I worked too, and she's the one that I followed across to the new place, or the now place I work. And everyone sort of thought we were dating for some stupid fucking reason, because it's not like a guy and a girl can be friends just for no fucking reason. So yes, we all call Viv the work wife. She just sees me as a pain in the ass or a punching bag or something like that. But yes, Viv, Leanne and I had joked separately, because Viv and Leanne hadn't met yet, but it's like, we will have to get these two to meet. So we thought, yes, the first one sort of failed. We planned it, and then life got in the way and shit happened. So it was a case of, all right, oops, we're going to have to reschedule this, and I think it sort of got put on the back burner for a while. And then we remembered about it, and we organised, excellent. Last Friday, Sporting Globe, this should be fun. And Leanne joked, well, you know, if the work wife does not approve of me, we're going to have to split up. Either that or you're going to have to divorce her and get yourself a new work wife. It's like, why can't we all just get along? So they did. we went out for lunch, and Jason, who's Viv's partner, he came too. So it was like, yeah, actually really cool. Leanne and Viv had a few cocktails between them. Jason was a good boy. He was driving. I had Jack Daniels. I was happy. Had a burger. Yeah, the food's always good there. But the best thing is the work wife and the girlfriend get along, so there is peace in the village. So I don't have to worry. But maybe I should worry, because maybe they're going to get together, and because they actually did team up on me a little bit there. But yeah, if they got to know each other better, this could turn out bad. Ah, well, I guess that's what I signed up for, eh?
Doesn't matter. There are only 4 rules you need to remember. Make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan.
So just let's interrupt that story just for a second. I just got an email. I got my lease renewal, so I'm going to be in Kilsyth for another year, which is pretty cool because I do like this place. I like the neighbours. I like the neighbours' dogs. So I'm quite happy here. Josh and I have got it nicely set up. We have a Viking flag on the wall. We have our little knickknacks, dust collectors, and all sorts of stuff all over the house. It is a proper boys' house. Don't get me wrong. There are some girly touches here and there, like cushions on the couch and blankets on the couch to cover it. And I'm sure there are other little pretty things around here that I'm missing. But yes, I'm happy. Josh is happy. We will be here for another year. After that, who knows what the future holds? It may be time to uproot and move. I may go into the witness protection program. You know, with me, you never can tell. I mean, I remember telling some people just some of the stupid things that happened in my life. They're like, are you making this shit up? I couldn't if I tried. So who knows where I could land? This place has actually been the most stable place I've had for a while. Something different.
Why have a civilization anymore if we no longer are interested in being civilized?
So let's go back to the Leanne and Viv story for a second. I don't remember how it happened, like who asked or if it was asked or if it was offered. But somehow we got onto how did Leanne and I meet? Or not how we met, but just a funny story. Because let's face it, Leanne and I actually met way back when both of our sisters were in kindergarten, apparently. And my mum and her mum were friends. And then we all went to the same primary school. Leanne was a little older. Then it went Jane, who was her sister, and Kelly, my sister. They're in the same year level. Then I was 1 year above them, and I think Leanne's 2 or 3 years above that. I don't remember. But anyway, so we all knew of each other. Jane was more my age group, but I knew Leanne. Would say hello, I guess. And then years and years later, high school, I think I remember her from there. I may not. Ah, man, I'm going to have to get Leanne on one of these just to correct all of this stupid shit because I have no memory whatsoever. And she actually has great memory. Well, on the right day, she does. So, but anyway, Jane and myself were really good friends through high school when I was at Ferntree College Secondary College. And we hung out a lot. And we did our Deb Ball together, which was fun. But nothing ever happened between Jane and myself. We were just friends. That was all good. Then I worked for Coles, and Leanne had a job at a coffee shop near Roval Coles where I worked. So I'd be seeing her 5 days a week. Ended up house sitting for her, I think. Yeah, I did, with Jane. Then we would sort of drift in and out of each other's lives, on and off. And then in 1999, it was mid to late 99. I know I've been told the dates. I don't remember. At some castle in Cockatoo, I believe, Jane got married to her husband, Andrew. And on this night, Leanne and I were ducking out, hiding from people, going out for a smoke. And apparently, in our drunken stupor, we both agreed that if I was still single at 40, we would get married. Now, we don't really remember a whole lot of that night. We don't remember much of the wedding. Well, I don't. I don't know how much Leanne remembers. But we both remember that. We both remember that conversation, which is pretty fucking funny to me. Because when we first got in touch again, I think it was August last year, because I posted a Snapchat of me climbing the 1,000 steps when I was training to climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Leanne and I started talking, and I remembered this conversation because I sent her a message saying, "Are you ready for your fourth husband yet?" Which she to this day thinks it's pretty fucking funny. And yeah, so Leanne and I had this conversation back in 1999. Apparently, we were going to marry each other if I was single at 40, which I wasn't. And yeah, ever since then, we sort of drift in and out of each other's lives. We'd talk it a little online, like comment on each other's stuff. But we'd see each other in person maybe every 5 to 8 years. It's not very often. And so this time, it was, August last year, I'm pretty sure. God damn, I don't even remember what month it was, and that was only last year. Leanne, you're really going to have to come onto a show and fucking remind me of this. So the funny thing is, we told Viv that story, and Viv was horrified because she's a very big commitment-ophobe, and any mention of the word marriage, she's climbing the walls, and she's just like, nope, 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 nope. That's like swearing around her. Nope, does not happen. But yeah. So for those of my friends who all of a sudden have gone to me, and there have been a couple going, who is Leanne and why haven't we heard of her before? Well, we sort of drift in and out of each other's lives for like 30 years. It happens, and then we started hanging out again and go, all right, I like you. You'll do. Let's keep each other. Because let's face it, there's obviously more to this story, and it will be told next time. Because, to tell you the truth, this bit's going on too long already, so let's break this up.
People think that because I wear glasses that I'm automatically smart. I failed a fucking eye test and the answers are in front of me. Lower your expectations.
So we've almost gone 12 and a half minutes already. And it's about time I wrap this up. And I couldn't think of a song. And to tell you the truth, I'm in no mood to look for one now. So next time I promise I'll find a song, because the one song I did want to put, I don't have, and I couldn't be bothered finding it, downloading it, converting it, doing all that sort of stuff. So hopefully next time. So, on that note, next show we'll talk about the BCW show I just did a while back with the Great Moody coming out and the international hardcore guys and, the stuff I talked about last time. I'll talk about next time because I've run out of time because I'm pretty time poor and I've spent a lot of time talking about Leanne and you'll probably hear a lot more of her. And chances are I'm trying to get her on the podcast because one day I will tell the full story of how we actually got together and she's going to come on the next episode and correct me because I would have forgotten things and left out details and all sorts of crazy stuff because she has a much better memory than I do. But then again, most people do. I blame it on the alcohol and too many hits to the head. But you know what? I've had a good life. I regret nothing, God damn it. So until next time, thank you for listening. Don't forget, videos are up on the YouTube, podcasts are here and everywhere else you find them. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, X. Not that I really do anything on anything besides Facebook and Instagram, really. So yes, on that note, I'll stop waffling on. And see you next time.